than shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in the music. I'm born in the music. My brand new horizon, the world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time, and it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, the new sound has been found, and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna...
It's week 3 of the 2030 season, and we've got the Dragons leader at quarterback. He's gonna have to air it out plenty this week. We can hardly wait for the start of this one.
Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go here on EA Sports. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch, and if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, is going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
It's a pickup of 12. First down, Miami. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's going to keep it himself. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground.
44, ready.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs. Sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed. Really nice job with the protection up front. Just Nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time? A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
He's coming off an incredibly productive game, Mike, where he was able to find the end zone 4 different times through the air and secure the win. But it wasn't perfect by any means. He played well enough to come away with the victory. But with that said, he has to clean up on the interceptions. He knows the 2 picks. A couple other close calls he got away with. If those fall into the wrong hands, that game could have went an entirely different way. Coming into here today, can he keep the production in the passing game and come away with a little bit of a cleaner stat sheet?
You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Jalen Johnson had the good coverage and is able to knock that one away. On 2nd down, here's Tungo Vailoa. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down. Completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
To the air again, Tungo Vailoa. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll send their tight end left. Tua now on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Lockett. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Again, it's Tua. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Tua. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Dragons offense ready to take over for their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And will mark them down up beyond the 30.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's a short throw caught by Komet. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's taken in. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here.
60 Bobcat. Ready?
Back to the air one more time. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. The big tight end Cole Komet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll send this one deep for Odunze.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
79 Bronco. 70 range. 70 range. Set go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
It's safe. Good.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Ridley. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2.
From the gun, here's Tua. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now it's Tua. He'll tuck it and take off. An injured player on the field. That is Myles Garrett being tended to. They cannot lose him.
Ready.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Dragons offense ready for this next possession. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the 1st down. Toss right side to the tight end, Kmet. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go right back to Kmet. He's got it again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll stay on the ground, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll stick with him again. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the 2nd half.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. He's got the hook up there to Odunze.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now, faking the give. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I continue in just a moment. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run it and give it to the big guy. will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. It's his second touchdown of the year. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Dragons move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
They're right here.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley.
All right, let's go.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Here's Jordan Stout now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Dragons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
He's going to look for the home run ball. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Go! Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Check go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Now this offense could use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
Go!
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw him a curveball and try to shift back.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. That's complete. It's Waddle. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Now Tua. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Now he'll air one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what...
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Dragons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll drop to throw. To the left side, he's got Kmet. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's a run with their tight end. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. They'll try to run this one in. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Dragons.
And this is where the threat of run just opens up everything else in your offense, especially when you have a premier back lined up behind center. And this is one of those cases where the defense is so worried about how do we stop this ground game. They don't have enough guys to account for everyone in the passing game, and results in an easy touchdown.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big... Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. He has Lockett over the middle. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. This fielded in the end zone. At their own 20-yard line. The drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. He'll gain 3 out of this. Up to the 23. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. They'll throw out of the gun. This pass is caught by Scott. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw again. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
This is incomplete, but there is a flag. It is back at the line of scrimmage, and this could be a first down. The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
79 Bronco.
That's taken in, and he's gonna get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
Here we go, set.
Now give on the ground. He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now a handoff running right. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. First and 10 now from the 36. Off play action, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Now he takes off. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's third down and a few inches. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Dragons. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Dolphins offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And he'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 20. First down, Miami.
44. Ready.
A shotgun snap for Tua. To the left side, caught by Ridley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Ready.
From the gun, here's Tua. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here. And
this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Here we go, shot.
Back to the air one more time. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And he's going to be taken down. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. A run on 1st and goal. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Dragons. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Dragons will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Out of the gun, Tungo Vailoa. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Tua. This one finds Lockett down the left side. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. To throw is Tua. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Again, it's Tua. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Hill drops to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position, a huge chance to cut into the deficit. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It is picked up by the defense.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's Kmet. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. They'll look to throw again. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
He's got his tight end down the field. That's Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. They'll look to throw yet again. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Dragons are able to extend the lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Yeah! And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Dolphins offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. This throw right side taken in by Ridley. That one good for a dozen and a very quick 1st down.
First down, Miami.
All right.
Here's Tagovailoa. He'll again get it to Ridley.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tua. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow. And everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr. Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same.